Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. Today I want to talk about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So obviously the entire community has been anxiously awaiting for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for over a year now, ever since it was listed on Amazon as being campaign only over a year ago. There were obviously a ton of leaks, and then it appeared on the ESBR age ratings board, and then it also appeared on an Australian's rating board and all of this crazy stuff. And then I had heard from my sources, who have been very genuine so far, that it was apparently going to be campaign only initially, but they did start working on multiplayer and it was almost done around April. However, I was not able to be given a release date whatsoever at all. Now here is something very interesting. Now thanks a lot to Skizzlax for screenshotting this, because it has since been deleted, but Jeremy Kendall, who I believe used to work at Sledgehammer Games, so he is likely to have connections still to Infinity Ward and inside knowledge and stuff like that. Well, he replied to a couple people on Twitter, Gunnar and Keith, talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, in which Jeremy stated the game has long been done. There is no financial gain to put it out, as much as gamer nostalgia tells them they need this game out. It won't sell enough to justify it. The only reason they put out the Modern Warfare 1 Remaster was because of the Infinite Warfare fiasco, and although they were both revealed at the same time, I'm guessing Activision preempted and realised beforehand that the game was likely to receive hate, so they preempted that. But he then said in response to another tweet, unless Activision postpones a major release by a year, they simply won't see the light of day. Now that tweet is still up, but he has deleted the initial tweet. Obviously he was not supposed to say that, and this is very similar to the information that I had heard from my sources. As I was saying, I had heard that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has been pretty much done since April, and I believe it was not made by Infinity Ward but another studio that I don't know who they are, which I'll talk about later on within this video. However, Activision are just holding on to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and they're essentially going to use it as a get out of jail free card. So if a Call of Duty game is ever receiving a ton of hate, or if they think it's not going to sell very well, or if a Call of Duty game's development turns out in shambles, or if a game is cancelled or something like that, they can release this as a backup plan. I think that is what Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to act as, and possibly the same as Modern Warfare 3. Obviously we've been expecting Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for so long, and it seems like Activision don't even have a release date. They're holding on to it, as I was saying, for a backup plan. However, there was a recent interview done with Game Informer and Joel Emsley, the art director over at Infinity Ward, where the topic of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was brought up. I will leave a link to the full article down in this video's description, but I'm going to play it for you guys right now and then talk a little bit about it.
Wouldn't it be really confusing if Activision released a Modern Warfare 2 remaster at this point?
I'm just focused on this thing.
Very smart answer.
There's people doing stuff over here and we're focused on this.
I mean, you can't make a game that's called Modern Warfare 2 again, right?
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
So essentially he confirms that yes, Modern Warfare is not just going to be a standalone game. There will be sequels to this game. They're probably going to build up a new trilogy. Obviously I know a lot of what happens within Modern Warfare's campaign that I will not be spoiling, but it does set up the stage for another Modern Warfare 2 following on from this year's Modern Warfare reboot. So I don't know what they're going to call that, whether they do just call it Modern Warfare 2 or whether they come up with some other name. But regarding the topic of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, he specifically said there's people doing stuff over here, referring to another group of people working on something. However, we're focused on this, referring to Infinity Ward being focused on Modern Warfare. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this kind of infers that other people are working or doing something. He didn't say it directly, but it made it sound like other people are working on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, but Infinity Ward are just focused on this game, which means they might have another studio working on that, which would make sense. But right now there is no playtesting going on for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, so if it is a thing, it won't be coming out for a little while. I could totally see it coming out next year, sometime in 2020, maybe 6 months after Modern Warfare is out, once the game started to die down a bit, or maybe they could even bundle it in with Treyarch's next game, Black Ops 5 / the Black Ops Reboot, whatever they decide to actually call that game. They could bundle it in with that. Yes, it has nothing to do with Treyarch, but it would boost the sales of that game. So we'll just have to wait and see what ends up happening, but I thought this was really hinting at Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I don't know if I'm just looking too deep into this, but that's the way that it came across to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. As we were saying, my sources have said that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is a thing. They just have not been able to confirm when it is actually coming. And apparently, as I was saying, it was going to be campaign only, which all the past leaks were saying, but they are now having multiplayer too. So we're just going to have to wait and see when it comes. I will be sure to update you if any new information does crop up, but right now I've not been able to hear anything, unfortunately. But nevertheless, we still have this year's Modern Warfare coming out, which is going to be a great game. But it would be nice to see Modern Warfare 2 Remastered eventually come too. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Modern Warfare news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.